Welcome to the Travel Hacking Homeschoolers podcast. I'm your host, Candace Crompton. You can find full show notes from today's episode, but let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. So today we are going to talk about two bank rewards programs that are often underrated, but they have some great value and perks. We'll quickly combine these two bank reward programs to finish off our bank reward series. And as always, with these bank reward series, stick around to the end of the episode and I will share a free bonus that I'm offering just for my listeners. If you're like me, you love to travel, and you love it even more when you can make those travel dreams become reality without breaking the bank. That's why I want to share my absolute favorite travel hacking tool with you, Travel Freely. Travel Freely is the simplest way to keep track of your credit card bonuses. And the best part, it's 100% free. No bank logins, no hidden fees, just pure, easy to use travel hacking goodness. I personally use Travel Freely to manage my own credit cards, track my bonuses, and keep an eye on my Player 1 and Player 2 status. It's like having a personal travel assistant who makes sure I never miss a point, a mile, or a valuable travel perk. And now you can join me in becoming a travel hacking champ. I've got a personal referral link just for you in the show notes. Sign up for free today and start traveling smarter, not harder. With Travel Freely, your next adventure is just around the corner. Click the link, sign up, and let's make those travel dreams a reality. See you in the skies. First, let's talk about one of the underrated awards programs, one that honestly I had not heard of until I started travel hacking. And I learned a lot about this rewards program when I did the research for this episode because I do not own one of these credit cards yet. And that rewards program is called the Citi ThankYou Rewards Program. In a lot of ways, this program is very similar to other bank reward programs. However, there's a few differences which we'll note here in a bit. Number one, earning points. The best way is through credit card welcome offers and credit card offers in general. The Citi Prestige and the Citi Premier cards are the ones that earn the ThankYou rewards. And they're the best to have because they allow you access to all 18 of their transfer partners. And there are some really good transfer partners with this program. Number two, types of cards. So the Premier cards, which I noted just a bit before, these give you full access, and the points guy rates these at 1.8 cents per point. Now, if you hold a basic card, like the Citi Rewards Plus or any of the Citi Cash cards, you'll only be able to transfer to 3 partners. Those are good partners. They are Choice Privileges, JetBlue, TrueBlue, and Wyndham Rewards. But these transfers will occur at a lower rate than if you had a premium Citi ThankYou card. I will place a full list of transfer partners in the show notes for you to see, but there are some really good ones. Emirates, Singapore Air, Virgin Atlantic, all of those are included and they're really great. And I think even the Wyndham is great for the hotels. Number 3, redeeming points. So you have first your Citi Travel Portal. And as you've noticed, most of these bank rewards programs all have a portal of some sort that you can book travel through. And most of them, it's not the best value for your points. Same with Citi Travel Portal. You can maximize your points by charging the trip on your card, earning the points on the charge, and then using the points to get cash back. The reason this is a better offer and a better value for your points is because cashback is 1 cent per point with Citi ThankYou rewards, which is the same as the travel center. So you're not really doing yourself any favors to use that when you could be earning points on the back end. So book the trip on your card, earn the points, then turn around and get your cash back at 1 cent per point. The second way to redeem points is transferring to partners. As with most other rewards, this is the biggest bang for your buck. So some of the transfer partners are JetBlue, Emirates, Qatar Air, Virgin Atlantic, and the Wyndham Hotel brand. And there's lots more. So they have 18 transfer partners. And the ratios and the transfer times will be included in the show notes as well. And then the third way to redeem your points is shopping, cashback, and statement credits. When you do this, they're all good options. When you do this, make sure though that you're getting at least 1 cent per point to make it worth your while, because sometimes in these instances, you're going to get less. So you want to make sure that you're at least getting 1 cent per point when you are doing cashback, statement credits, and shopping. Okay, number 4, pooling your points with friends and family. So this was kind of a cool benefit to the ThankYou rewards program, in my opinion. You can send points to anyone who has a Citi Rewards ThankYou account. And you can receive and share up to 100,000 points in a calendar year. Now, points do expire within 90 days. So TikTok, right? You need to make sure you know where you're going to use those points before you transfer them over, or before your friend or family member gets those points from you. They just need to understand that in 3 months, those points are gone. Now, why would you want to share your points? I know this seems bizarre to some of you probably, but there are reasons, especially if you want to gift them to someone, or you're traveling with someone maybe and they need a little extra to get the trip. So here's some examples of why you might want to pool or share your points. Maybe your friend is just a little short for a redemption. You could share your points there. You have a small number of points that will take a while to accrue. So I believe you have to have at least 1,000 points to transfer to a partner. So if you don't have anywhere near that and a friend maybe needs some points, you could just transfer those to them. Or if you plan on closing your account, you could transfer your points to someone who could actually use them. And the nice thing about transferring to your friends and family is that you can share as little as 1 point. So there's no minimum that you have to meet to share the points. So if you need to share 5 points to somebody and help them out with something, you could totally do that. As we count down the days to Christmas, the search for those perfect holiday gifts is on. If you're looking for something truly special, something that speaks from the heart, let me introduce you to Lindsay Letters Co. Lindsay Letters Co. offers a breathtaking collection of art, from holiday-themed prints that capture the spirit of the season to custom canvases that tell a personal story. Each piece is more than just decor. It's a heartfelt expression, a lasting memory. And here's something just for my listeners. Use the discount code Crompton Chronicles for 10% off your order. With Christmas just around the corner, it's the perfect time to select a gift that will make their walls come alive and their hearts sing with joy. Imagine the smiles, the memories, as you give a gift that continues to inspire, long after the holiday lights are packed away. Don't wait. Visit lindsayletters.co today to find that one-of-a-kind gift. And don't forget to use the code in the show notes of today's episode for your special discount. Wishing you a holiday filled with joy and the most meaningful of gifts with Lindsay Letters Co. Now, let's move on to another one of the underrated rewards programs, and this one is great for families. The Discover Rewards program. This card was meant for people like me, and I'll tell you why. So I've mentioned before how I'm not big on carrying around tons of cards just to make sure I'm maximizing my points in all my spending categories. So, for example, I don't use one card for gas, another card for supermarkets, and another card for gift cards. I just cannot keep all of that along with everything else in my life straight. It is not possible. So, this card was created for busy families and busy people like me. If you find that you like using one card that hits a great bonus for every spend, this is your card. Number 1, earning rate. You get 1.5 miles on every purchase, and they call their points miles here too, kind of like Capital One. Now, I know that 1.5 miles per dollar is not the best in the market, but it is with this card in the first year of earning. So Discover is going to match the points in your first year. So technically, for the first year, it's like earning 3 miles per dollar on every spend, which is really good. So if you earned 80,000 miles in the first year, that's $800 in free travel or cash back. So there's no minimums and no maximums on the match. This would be a great card if you plan to do some big spending. If you know that you have some things going on during the year, this would be a great card to get simply for the 3 points per dollar spent. Number 2, perks. Lots of perks with the Discover card. Ability to freeze or unfreeze your account via Freeze It. You get no penalty on your first late payment. This one kind of makes me roll my eyes though, because just don't pay your cards late. Just don't do it. If you know you can't remember when the due dates are, just put it on auto draft so you don't forget. We want to be debt free, remember? Okay. No foreign transaction fees. That's typical with most cards. No over the limit fees. Again, let's, not do that either. But no over the limit fees, which is nice. You may forget and go over the limit. So no fees on that. Number 3 for the Discover card is 100% live people on your customer service calls and US based. How great is that? It is not typical anymore for customer service to be based in the United States. You're normally getting someone who doesn't speak English, and it's so hard to understand them. And it's just sometimes so hard to get great customer service. So it's nice that you're getting a live person, not an AI robot, and that they're US based. Number 4, this one's kind of cool aesthetically. You get to pick your color of your card, any color that you want. I would probably pick pink or lime green, but that's kind of a cool perk too. Also, there are no annual fees on Discover cards. That's really great, especially for the 3 miles per dollar for the first year. And there are rotating categories. So some Discover cards offer higher cashback rates, like 5%, in specific categories that change every quarter, such as gas stations, restaurants, Amazon, or grocery stores. You will, though, as a cardholder, need to activate these categories each quarter to earn the higher rate. So they will not just do this for you. This is going to be something you have to pay attention to. But 5% cash back is really great. So these were really simple rewards programs. I just wanted to hit the highlights for them, as I feel like they are not the most used cards compared to some of the others, but I wanted you to know about them. So that's a wrap on the Bank Rewards series. I hope that you learned a thing or two of how each of these programs operated. I know I sure did, and I hope you can now strategize your next card based on what program offers the best rewards. Also, I promised a guide to help you get started with Citi and Discover Rewards, and I've included this guide in the show notes for you today. Simply fill out your email and the guide will be right in your inbox. This guide will show you the cards I recommend getting started with, along with some notes from today's episode that are easy for you to save for future reference on Citi and Discover cards. And here's your friendly reminder, the links to get these cards are waiting for you in the show notes, along with all of the other products and links I mentioned in today's podcast. Tune in next Wednesday. I will recap a trip I'm heading off to this week on Points and Miles. And remember, if you have a question, please send a voice message if you're a Spotify listener, or you can always just shoot me a DM on all social platforms and I'll get right back to you.